What's up, Bulldogs? Welcome back to another week of YSPN. We have such an awesome show for you this week. If you like overtime, you come to the right place. If you like Yale winning big games, you also come to the right place. We have it all for you tonight. And with me tonight is Stephen Horn. I'm Neil Horowitz, and let's get started.
Well, we'll jump right into men's hockey, who opened up their season last weekend at home against Holy Cross on Friday, October 27th, and away at the number 8 team in the country, New Hampshire, on Saturday night. Let's take a look.
Holy Cross struck early with a goal by Ryan Driscoll on a power play with a 6-on-4 advantage after an initial slap shot by John Landry. The Yale goalie Alex Richards could not save it, but Yale tried to respond with a steal and a breakaway by Blair Jaworski, but the shot is saved by Holy Cross goalie Ian Dams. Down 1-0. Richards is determined to have it stay that way with a save off the wrist shot from the point. Then Yale takes advantage of the save as Bill Leclerc passes up to freshman Sean Backman for the goal late in the first period to tie the game at 1-0. In the second period, sophomore Matt Nelson gets a breakaway and looks like he can score, but the goal is saved by Dams. But the score would remain 1-1 because Richards was determined not to let up another goal in this game, as he has a great save right here. And Richards wasn't done yet, he had a lot more to show. And then he has another amazing save right here. In the third period, Captain Matt Cohen takes a shot, but he misses, but is followed up by Will Engizer, who makes the goal to take a 2-1 lead for Yale over Holy Cross. And this 2-1 lead would last, as goalie Alec Richards would not let up a goal here, as Yale goes on to win 2-1 in their home opener and their season opener after starting last year 0-6. Coach Keith Elaine was very impressed and very satisfied after the opening game victory.
I thought it was a really good game. I think Holy Cross is a formidable opponent. They've got a lot of speed. They're well coached. This is their 5th game, so it was quite a test for our guys. And I think we showed some signs of some of the things that we might be able to do as we grow as a hockey team. But it certainly wasn't a perfect game by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm very pleased with the way we competed and fought through adversity and kind of hung together as a team.
The final score in Yale's opener, 2-1 over Holy Cross, as Yale travels to New Hampshire to battle the number 8 team in the country. Against the number 8 team in the country, Yale took an early lead 1 minute 53 seconds into the game after a goal by defensive end Bill Leclerc. Yale would try to keep that lead as Richards would have a save off the chest right here off a shot from Trevor Smith of UNH. Then, on a breakaway for UNH, it looks like a sure goal for Brett Hemingway, but Richards says, "Not on my watch," denied as he saves the shot. Just 1 minute 26 seconds into the second period, UNH's Trevor Smith scores a goal off a nice pass from Matt Fornato to tie the game at 1. But just a few minutes later on a face-off, freshman defensive man Tom Digner scores for Yale to give Yale a 2-1 lead at this point in the second period. But UNH would tie it right back up 16 seconds later as UNH's Mike Raja scores off a nice wrist flick to tie the game at 2. With UNH up 3-2, Yale could not buy a goal as Kevin Regan saves 3 straight nice shots by Yale. Yale just cannot find a way to tie this one up. Then, with 3 minutes left in regulation, Yale's Tom Digner passes it ahead to Chris Cahill, who shoots. He scores to tie the game up at 3 as Yale ties the game up with the number 8 team in the country at 3 apiece. And then goalie Alec Richards makes sure it stays this way. Great save here. In overtime, University of New Hampshire has tons of opportunities as Mike Raja takes a shot at goal and Alec Richards saves it, and he saves another one. But then finally, University of New Hampshire appears to put the puck in the goal, but the ref rules it no goal because he lost track of the puck. Then, with 3 minutes left in overtime, Yale's Chris Cahill passes ahead to freshman Greg Beller, shoots, he scores! Yale beats number 8 New Hampshire 4-3 in overtime in a huge upset. Craig Beller, the freshman, has the winning goal. Richards 28 saves and Yale's 4-3 victory over New Hampshire.
Those were huge wins for the men's hockey team. Great way to start the season and quite surprising, Neil. What do you think the keys to the game were?
Well, you know, last year and what Coach Lane has really emphasized this year has been special teams play. And if you look at these guys, they are a different team on special teams. We have the freshmen working hard on PK, penalty kill that is. We are doing so great. We're sending a lot of guys to the box. We have to be on PK quite a bit, but we're blocking shots. We're keeping guys out of the box area, and Alec Richards is making some great saves.
That won us the game when you come right down to it. Penalty killing won us the game. And, you know, in terms of the number of penalties, I mean, I'm very conscious of how many penalties we're taking because I've been told that's been a problem. But, and I think the part of it is the standards have tightened up a little bit this year, and we're trying to figure that out as well. So I'm trying to walk that line between being hard on the guys and trying to teach them what the new penalties are and what they aren't.
Next weekend, they'll battle Colgate and Cornell, and they're looking good so far, so hopefully we'll be able to keep that up this weekend. Neil?
Moving on into sailing. Our sailing teams had a pretty rough weekend, one of their worst of the fall thus far, but let's take a look at what they've done. The co-ed sailing team actually competed at 2 regattas. They started out the Irwin Shells Trophy Regatta, where they finished 6th overall. In the A boat was Zach Brown and a couple other skippers who helped that boat to 3rd place. In the B boat was Philip Stemler and others who had performed well but ended up placing 9th after receiving disqualifications. With their poor overall finish at the Irwin Shell Regatta, they failed to qualify for the ACC Dinghy Championships. On the second day, they competed at the New England Freshman Championships, where they finished in 5th place overall. The A boat placed 3rd with skippers John Kempton and Michael Hessian, while the B boat placed 6th with skippers Sarah Lehan and Rebecca Jackson. The women's sailing team didn't fare quite as well either, placing 6th as well. The A boat placed 6th overall with skippers sophomore Jane Mackey and junior Hillary Shapiro, while the B boat placed 5th, skippered by Catherine Hageman and Catherine Williams.
Disappointing weekend for sailing. Hopefully they'll look better in the spring, as you said.